All right, good evening, traders. This is Anka Metcalf with Trade Out Loud, and this is actually a test that I'm doing right now with the market forecast and levels as we're going into tomorrow's trading session, tomorrow, Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. So let's take a look at the market and see where we're at. Oops, sorry. So here's some sound things that I need to adjust. So again, this is just a test, everybody. This is something that I'm working on for a future project to bring you guys closer to the futures market, closer to the market is in markets in general. So let's begin our analysis tonight with the Qs. We're going to go through NASDAQ. We're going to go through the S&P. We're going to go through Russell, the Dow. We have had a relatively sideways market into today's trading session, and we want to know if tomorrow things are going to start improving. We also have some data coming in tomorrow, and we have the preliminary GDP numbers that are coming in at 8:30. We have crude oil inventories at 10:30, and tomorrow is going to be day one of the G20 meeting. We also have a couple of FOMC members that will be delivering speeches around noon. And this is actually, it's going to be the big day before the PCI numbers, which pretty much is going to, I think, be that one element that is going to produce a little bit more volatility. But until then, let's begin with NASDAQ. And as you can see, the price is hovering once again into the 18,000. This has been the common denominator within the last 4 sessions. This is the brand new beginning of a new session right here. And as you can see, the price action is literally levitating above the 10 EMA. Now, it was extended above, a little bit more above the 10 exponential moving average. But because the price action has been sideways, the MA had a little bit of more time to catch up with price. From what I'm seeing here on the technical chart, no significant pullbacks, and I'm not seeing any overnight price, any overnight news that may drive the price action lower. So bottom line is that if we start taking out the high from all right. Hey, everybody. All right. I'm seeing some people that are popping up. This is a test. I have not invited anybody for this live. All right. So it's the level that we're watching for the overnight is going to be 18,040. And if we take this out, we're going to move higher. I just want to take it really quick to the 4-hour session here. And as you can see, super sideways market. The support is still at 900, and we still have the first area of resistance at 18,040, which was yesterday's high. And we have another high from Monday, which is into the 59 to 60. We break over that 60, then we could start launching higher. So basically, we have 3 levels of resistance. The first one is from yesterday at 40, then we have the 50 to 61, and then we have another one into the 140. It's also the all-time high here into the 144.75. We break this level, hell breaks loose. We're going higher, everybody. And let's not forget that this is a really dominant trend. If you're looking at the weekly chart, basically you could see a really nice triple bottom formation around the 200 simple moving average, and we have higher lows in here. One thing that I have noticed, if you're looking at this chart, is that we have found some rotation, some pivotal points around the 20 simple moving average, which is the blue line right here. So we pulled back to the 20, rotated, went back up, and notice that every single time we pulled back or hovered around or even deep inside this 20 SMA, we rotated and we drove the price higher. Same thing here in December, end of December, the market pulled back into January, and we had the rotation that took the price higher. So very symmetrical pattern and very bullish to say. So these are my thoughts on NASDAQ. NASDAQ could definitely ride higher. Also, the weekly chart is very, very strong. The theme for this week is going to be the 144.75 level, that if breach of the upside, we are going higher. One thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that we do have some levels that we need to literally pay attention to. We're halfway to a major extension target, which is very close to the 19,000. In fact, the level exact, the 2.618 fib is at 19,173. So I'm considering the 19,000 as resistance, as a new measured move in NASDAQ. All right, so this is NASDAQ. Let's take a quick look at S&P 500, and this is the daily chart. Once again, the price is trading above the 10 exponential moving average. We have a gorgeous fanning out of the moving averages, showing that the price still has much preference for the upside. We're already tackling today's high. So as you can see, we open and we're gravitating into the high, which is only normal because we closed relatively strong in S&P today. We are holding a relatively small candle, but very green. And the more we break above this candle high, which is into the 93, as you can see, we're already trading in the 89 right now, and we already had a high of 91.25. If we start breaking above this high, we will start moving higher. So things are looking relatively strong and relatively good for the mini S&P for the upside. As the first target, obviously, we are going to look for the 5120 level. Yes, we do have extensions to the upside, but also common denominator. Watch this 20 SMA. This is very, very significant because it has a certain symmetry into the price, and it makes it very appealing for the upside. Like I said, this time around, the pullback is very shallow, just like it was back here from the beginning of February until this one bar pullback on February 13th, and then hovered here, just chopped around the 20 SMA, and then we got the next lift. I don't think we have a technical reason to pull back it, and technicals are not showing pullback signs. As you know, and as we don't have a reason to start the pullback, the market is still going to levitate into the highs. Eventually, you know, it's going to pull back at some point, but as of right now, I have to play it to the upside, and until it doesn't work anymore. And when setups are not going to work anymore to the upside, then I'm going to look for the downside. Let's take a look here at the Dow. Dow was a little bit weaker today, punched in a new high. This is the daily chart again. Notice that the common denominator again is the 20 simple moving average. Massive breakout here, and we had a massive range from December 19th all the way into January 22nd, when we started to move higher and start trending above the 10 exponential moving average. And now here again, we are a little bit extended from the 10 EMA. We have some topping signs. We have some topping tails and inverse hammer. This is a little bit more, I would say, prone to a pullback due to the fact of, you know, due to the candlestick formation. However, where the price is trading right now, you can see where the price is at right now, is at 38,983. Well, it's right into minor support. These prior highs are going to create support for price. And even if it's going to start pulling back, it's going to have a gradual pullback. It's not going to be like an avalanche down. It's going to go very small in increments. And if those two other indices, NASDAQ and the S&P, they're going to be strong. And of course, if Russell is going to maintain the strength, then wine is just going to turn around, but it's just going to be very sloppy as it's going. Ultimately, it's going to go down. It's ultimately going to go up, but probably it's going to be the last one to continue the rally to the upside. All right, and let's talk about Russell, because Russell is very, very interesting. You can see that I have some notations here. And this is, again, the daily chart. Now, for this analysis, I want to go a little bit to the monthly chart to explain some things that are happening here. First of all, the price action has been basing since May of 2022. And you can see here that this is actually the first time in a very long time where the price action is trading and trying to eliminate these prior highs. We do have an area of resistance here. The area of resistance is coming from these prior lows, and these are from 2021, basically from February 2021. since the breakout in January 2022. So it lasted a very long time. And by the way, this support right here is minor support deriving from the prior highs from September 2018 and from a peak high in 2020. So really strong uptrend. So you can see low and a higher low from this base. Here is the breakout point into the 2090. We start breaking above this. We are moving higher. This is a gorgeous bullish sandwich right here where the bears are getting squeezed out. If the price is going to start taking out this 91 to 95, price action is going to start seeing new highs into the 2200 and even higher. For the day trading pattern, you could see here that the price action is a little bit higher, so gapped up in price, gapped up right into resistance. And if we tackle this resistance out, we're going to go to 91, and then again 91 to 95, strong resistance. But again, small caps have been leading right now, so they have been incredibly strong. One look at oil. I particularly like oil from the weekly perspective, and I will have a buy order at $79. It just tapped into the $79 today. So I will be looking to get some right here into the $79. This is again a bull sandwich that if the price action is going to remain above $79, it will start squeezing higher. The first target that I have is into the $82 to $83, and from that point on, we will see. That's typically the first resistance that we have, price resistance, and then from that point on, we're moving to $90. Okay, so this was a test, everybody. If you enjoy what you're hearing right now, the bias for the major indices, we can definitely dive into stocks as well. Send your emails and requests to info@tradeoutloud.com. If you're not hearing this video live, then watch it on replay and shoot us an email, info@tradeoutloud.com, with your preference, stocks that you're watching, if you want my take on the stocks that you're watching, and I'm going to give you some off the stocks or ETFs or even futures indices that I'm watching on a daily basis. So we're going to try to do this live again tomorrow morning, so stay tuned. That's going to be for day trading in the futures indices. So have a great night, everybody, and I hope this was very useful to you. Thanks so much, everybody.